Most people waste the most powerful hour of their lives without even knowing it. That single hour could be the difference between drifting through life and achieving everything you've ever dreamed of. Last time, we uncovered the wealth-building secrets of the intelligent investor by Benjamin Graham, a timeless blueprint for financial mastery. But today, we're shifting from multiplying money to multiplying you. We're diving into the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, a book that reveals how owning your morning can transform your mindset, sharpen your focus, and elevate your life beyond limits. This isn't just about waking up early. It's about taking control of your day before the world takes control of you. Whether you're an early bird or a night owl, the principles you'll discover here can unlock a level of success, happiness, and personal growth you never thought possible. Stay with me until the end, because by the time we finish, you won't just understand the secrets of the world's top performers. You'll be ready to join them.
Introduction. The introduction of the 5 a.m. Club sets the foundation for why waking up early can be a life-changing habit. Robin Sharma emphasizes that the way you begin your day determines the quality of your entire life. Using a unique storytelling format, he introduces three key characters: the entrepreneur, the artist, and the spellbinder, a mysterious mentor. Each character represents a different struggle in life, such as burnout, creative block, and the search for purpose. Through their journey, Sharma promises deep insights into personal mastery. The introduction also hints that greatness isn't genetic but built through consistent morning rituals. It sparks curiosity about how the 5 a.m. habit can unlock your full potential.
Part 1: The Dangerous Deed. Part 1 introduces the entrepreneur and the artist, both struggling with burnout and lack of direction. At a life-changing seminar, they hear a powerful message from the spellbinder about the importance of personal mastery and purposeful living. Just as he prepares to reveal a vital truth, he collapses, whispering a mysterious 5 a.m. clue. The next morning, they meet a strange yet wise billionaire who offers to guide them toward transformation. This marks the start of their journey into the philosophy of rising early and living intentionally. Chapter 1: A Spellbinder's Gift. The book opens at a packed personal development seminar, where a mysterious speaker known as the Spellbinder shares life-changing wisdom. He inspires the crowd with powerful truths about greatness, legacy, and inner potential. The Spellbinder warns that most people waste their lives in distraction and comfort instead of discipline and purpose. He urges the audience to pursue personal mastery before it's too late. His words resonate deeply with two attendees, an exhausted entrepreneur and a creatively stuck artist. Just when the spellbinder is about to reveal his greatest lesson, he suddenly collapses on stage. The audience is left in shock and suspense. But before he's taken away, he whispers a cryptic message: "Tomorrow, 5 a.m., be ready." Chapter 2: A Daily Philosophy on Becoming Legendary. The scene continues as the entrepreneur and the artist reflect on the spellbinder's intense message. Both characters are dealing with personal crises, one with burnout and business struggles, the other with creative failure and emotional emptiness. They start questioning their lifestyles and choices. The idea of a life driven by purpose and discipline begins to sink in. The spellbinder's philosophy suggests that success is not an accident but a habit built daily. The chapter emphasizes that legendary lives are created by consistent effort, especially in the quiet hours of the morning. The characters, though unsure, are intrigued by the possibility of transformation. The 5 a.m. clue lingers in their minds. Chapter 3: An Unexpected Encounter with a Surprising Stranger. The next morning at 5 a.m., both the entrepreneur and the artist arrive at the meeting spot as hinted by the spellbinder. There, they meet an eccentric man who looks homeless but speaks with unusual insight. They are surprised when he reveals that he was personally mentored by the spellbinder. Though his appearance is off-putting, his wisdom is undeniable. The man shares strange metaphors and stories that hint at deep personal growth. Eventually, he reveals that he is in fact a billionaire named Mr. Riley. He invites the two strangers to join him on a life-changing journey to discover the secrets of greatness and inner peace. They hesitate but agree, driven by curiosity and desperation. Chapter 4: Letting Go of Mediocrity and All That's Ordinary. The characters board Mr. Riley's private jet, stunned by his true identity and wealth. He explains that his success, joy, and clarity come not from money, but from waking up early and investing in personal growth before dawn. Mr. Riley shares how most people live below their potential, trapped in routines that suppress their creativity and energy. He emphasizes that breaking free from mediocrity requires sacrifice, structure, and the courage to live differently. The entrepreneur and the artist begin to let go of skepticism. They start considering that success isn't just about effort, it's about building the right habits at the right time. The journey officially begins as they head toward Mauritius. Chapter 5. A bizarre adventure into morning mastery. On the beautiful island of Mauritius, Mr. Riley introduces the concept of morning mastery. He explains that the first hour of your day, the victory hour, holds the power to shape the rest of your life. He promises to teach them a proven system used by the world's top performers. The entrepreneur and the artist begin to sense a deeper purpose in this adventure. Though still unsure, they begin to feel inspired by the calm of the morning and the structure Riley offers. The chapter ends with the characters opening up to the idea that true transformation may begin at 5 a.m. They are ready to learn, reflect, and grow.
Part 2. The Strange Encounter. In Part 2, the entrepreneur and the artist follow the billionaire to his island home in Mauritius, curious about the promise of transformation. He begins teaching them the power of the early morning, introducing the concept of the 5 a.m. victory hour. They learn that success isn't accidental but built through daily, disciplined habits. The 20-20 and 20 formula, move, reflect, grow, becomes the foundation of their new morning routine. Slowly, they begin to shift their thinking, realizing that true greatness starts before the sun rises. Chapter 6. A Flight to Peak Productivity, Virtuosity and Undefeatability. The chapter begins aboard the billionaire's private jet as the entrepreneur and the artist fly with him to Mauritius. Mr. Riley shares his personal story of struggle, loss, and ultimate transformation through adopting the 5 a.m. habit. He explains that peak productivity and elite performance aren't reserved for the lucky. They are built through routine, discipline, and deep work. He challenges the idea of working hard alone and stresses the need to protect energy and focus. The concept of undefeatability is introduced, the ability to stay strong and steady regardless of external circumstances. The characters begin to grasp the seriousness and depth of the journey ahead. Mr. Riley reinforces that their transformation won't just be mental but physical, emotional, and spiritual. He promises them a life beyond average, if they commit fully. They land in Mauritius filled with curiosity and anticipation. Chapter 7. Preparation for a transformation begins in paradise. Now on the island, the entrepreneur and the artist are taken to a stunning beachside estate, a physical reflection of balance, beauty, and intentional living. Mr. Riley begins their first lesson on setting the foundation for real change. He emphasizes that inner transformation requires letting go of distractions, digital addiction, and superficial success. The environment plays a key role in shaping behavior, and this peaceful setting is meant to support deep learning. The characters begin to detox, not just from technology, but from stress, noise, and limiting beliefs. Mr. Riley introduces the importance of stillness, solitude, and reflection as daily practices. Early mornings become sacred time for preparation and growth. The chapter prepares the reader and the characters for the core principles to follow. A calm and receptive mind, Mr. Riley teaches, is the first step to elevating life. Chapter 8. The 5 a.m. Method, the morning routine of world builders. In this chapter, Mr. Riley unveils the famous 20/20/20 formula, the heart of the 5 a.m. club practice. The victory hour, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., is divided into 3 20-minute blocks: move, reflect, and grow. The first 20 minutes, move, involves intense physical activity to trigger dopamine and activate energy. The next 20 minutes, reflect, is time for journaling, prayer, or meditation, strengthening emotional clarity. The final 20 minutes, grow, is for reading, studying, or reviewing goals, nourishing the intellect. Mr. Riley explains that this golden hour rewires the brain, boosts focus, and strengthens willpower. The characters begin to experience the benefits, even in the early stages. Mr. Riley adds that consistency is more important than intensity. Doing this every day compounds over time. The method is simple but revolutionary, especially in a distracted world. It is designed to help individuals rise above mediocrity and achieve mastery. Chapter 9: A Framework for the Expression of Greatness. The billionaire continues the teaching by helping the entrepreneur and artist understand how to express their highest potential. He introduces the idea that greatness is not a lucky break but a process, built by deliberate practice and intentional living. The characters learn that to become world-class, one must develop the right framework for action. This includes clear goals, strong morning rituals, and an unwavering focus on personal growth. Mr. Riley urges them to stop comparing themselves to others and instead measure progress against their own potential. He teaches that internal victories come before external ones, and that self-discipline is the foundation of freedom. The concept of tight bubbles of total focus is introduced, dedicated blocks of time for deep work without distraction. This mindset shift begins unlocking clarity in both the entrepreneur and the artist. The message is clear: sustained excellence is crafted, not inherited. Chapter 10: The Four Focuses of History Makers. Mr. Riley introduces one of the most powerful frameworks in the book, the Four Focuses of History Makers. These are capitalization IQ, maximizing potential through effort, freedom from distraction, personal mastery practice, and day stacking, building daily success habits. He explains that most people never become great because they are constantly distracted and emotionally reactive. The characters are taught how to use deliberate focus, mindfulness, and consistent routines to rise above that. Personal mastery, he says, is the root from which productivity and influence grow. Riley stresses that you must win the battle within before you can win in the world outside. Through day stacking, small daily wins add up to extraordinary outcomes. The idea is to become 1% better every single day. The lesson inspires both characters, who now feel they're gaining a roadmap to reclaim their power. Their transformation is accelerating, and they begin to believe real change is possible.
Part 3: The Journey to Mastery. In Part 3, the characters dive deeper into the principles of lasting transformation. Mr. Riley teaches them about habit formation, the 66-day rule, and how mastery is built gradually. They learn advanced tools like the 10 tactics of lifelong genius and the twin cycles of elite performance. As they apply these principles, they begin to experience clarity, discipline, and purpose. The journey ends with both characters embracing the 5 a.m. lifestyle, ready to lead extraordinary lives. Chapter 11: Navigating the Tides of Life. In this chapter, the characters reflect on how transformation is not linear but full of emotional highs and lows. Mr. Riley explains that setbacks and discomfort are part of the growth process. He compares life to tides, sometimes calm, sometimes stormy, but always moving forward if navigated with awareness. He reminds them that emotional pain is often a sign that expansion is taking place. The key is to stay committed to the process and not abandon it during difficulty. The characters begin to understand that discomfort is not a signal to quit, but to dig deeper. Growth, Riley says, requires patience, self-compassion, and resilience. He encourages them to stay grounded and focused, even when results aren't immediate. The lesson: greatness is forged in adversity, not comfort. Chapter 12: The 5 a.m. Club discovers the habit installation protocol. Mr. Riley teaches the powerful 66-day habit installation protocol, explaining how lasting change takes time and consistency. The process is divided into 3 phases: destruction, days 1 to 22, where old patterns are broken; installation, days 23 to 44, where discomfort is at its peak; and integration, days 45 to 66, when the new habit begins to feel natural. He warns that many people quit during the messy middle, never reaching mastery. The characters begin to apply this model to their 5 a.m. routine. They realize that discipline isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. With time, waking early becomes easier, and the benefits become more noticeable. Riley emphasizes that habits shape identity, and identity shapes destiny. The message is clear. Commit fully and patiently for 66 days, and transformation will follow. Chapter 13. The 10 Tactics of Lifelong Genius. In one of the most practical lessons, Mr. Riley introduces the 10 Tactics of Lifelong Genius, tools used by elite performers to stay focused and creative. These include strategies like the tight bubble of total focus, the 90/90/1 rule, 90 minutes on one important task for 90 days, and the second wind workout. Other tactics involve proper sleep, strategic recovery, and even spending time in solitude. Riley emphasizes the importance of managing attention, not just time. He teaches that true productivity is about doing fewer things better, not more things faster. These tools empower the entrepreneur and artist to design their days around deep work and intentional living. Each tactic is simple but transformative when applied consistently. This chapter equips them with a personal operating system for sustained excellence. Chapter 14. The Twin Cycles of Elite Performance. Riley reveals the twin cycles of elite performance, the high excellence cycle and the deep recovery cycle. He explains that top performers alternate between intense focus and strategic rest, rather than pushing nonstop. Without proper rest, burnout and poor decision-making follow. He introduces concepts like the second wind workout, napping, digital fasting, and intentional relaxation as ways to recharge the brain. The entrepreneur and artist realize that recovery is not laziness. It's a performance tool. Riley reminds them that like elite athletes, their minds need recovery to function at peak level. Balancing deep work with deep rest becomes a cornerstone of their new lifestyle. The lesson: working smarter includes resting smarter. Chapter 15. The 5 a.m. Club embraces the peak life. The final chapter ties the journey together. The characters have now embraced the 5 a.m. habit and built new mindsets, heart sets, health sets, and soul sets. They've internalized discipline, clarity, and personal mastery. Mr. Riley helps them craft personal visions, set long-term goals, and commit to living intentionally. Both the artist and the entrepreneur feel transformed, from stressed and stuck to empowered and focused. The narrative closes with them returning to their lives, ready to lead with purpose, creativity, and strength. The 5 a.m. Club has become their new normal. The story ends with an invitation for the reader to join them, not just in waking early, but in choosing mastery over mediocrity every single day.
Conclusion. The journey of the entrepreneur and the artist concludes with them fully embracing the 5 a.m. lifestyle. Through discipline and early rising, they unlock clarity, creativity, and productivity. The lessons from the billionaire mentor now shape their daily routines and long-term goals. The power of consistent small wins is highlighted as the true path to mastery. Their lives are transformed, marking the beginning of a new, purposeful chapter. Robin Sharma ends by reminding readers that real change comes through daily practice, not just inspiration. He encourages rising early as a gateway to personal power, peace, and productivity. The message is clear: own your morning to elevate your life. True greatness is rooted in service, focus, and inner leadership. This is not just a routine, it's a way of life meant to awaken your full potential. Thank you so much for watching this summary of the 5 a.m. Club. I hope it inspired you to take control of your mornings and build a life filled with purpose and productivity. If you found value in this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Empowerment Library. Your support helps us grow and continue bringing you powerful book summaries that can change lives. Up next, we'll dive into The Willpower Instinct by Kelly McGonigal, a groundbreaking guide to mastering self-control and building habits that stick. Stay tuned and keep growing with us.